Hey everyone, it's the Cinema Dude, and welcome back to my channel, and happy Thanksgiving. Today we have a special Thanksgiving video today, where I will be looking at some recent Vinegar Syndrome titles that I picked up. Yes, later on tonight, starting at 12:01 Eastern Time, Vinegar Syndrome will go live with their Black Friday sale. They have a few cool things. They have the Beastmaster set. They're going to have the Forgotten Jolly Volume 2 set. Fade to Black is finally coming to Blu-ray. They're going to have some slip covers. There's some, and then some surprises as well. But I wanted to, because the sale starts later tonight, I wanted to show off some movies that I've recently got. 3 of these were part of a pre-order I did, and then the other 2 were ones I found at a local record store about a month ago or so. So let's hop into it. So I'll go to the ones I got at a record store. There's a record store in Syracuse. I was out in the Syracuse area, New York, and they hold a lot of Vinegar Syndrome stuff there. They have a bunch of brand new releases from other boutique labels, but they have some cool movies and stuff. And actually, I met one of the, I forgot which one I met, but one of the guys from Vinegar Syndrome there at a time, because he was there and they were doing like kind of a pop-up not program, but pop-up meet and greet type stuff. So, but anyway, so the 2 that I got, the first one is Memorial Valley Massacre. That's the back. And then that is the front of it. And it says, evil landowner Alan Skanksker has just opened his latest tourist trap, the Memorial Valley Campground, as carloads of happy campers arrive for what they assume will be a weekend of fun in the great outdoors. A much more sinister presence is watching them from the nearby wilderness. When campers start turning up dead, their bodies brutally mangled, George, the head forest ranger, is tasked with finding the killer and putting an end to the bloodshed. But it seems he might know much more about the sinister killings than he's letting on. This was shot under Memorial Day. That was the original title. And then released internationally as Valley of Death. It was a direct-to-video slasher. And then, let's see, Cameron Mitchell is in this film, and it's an official release, disc release. And some more information on it. It's from 1988, newly scanned and restored in 4K, and from its original 35mm original negative. Welcome to Memorial Valley, interview with director Robert C. Hughes, Ranger Danger, an interview with actor John Kerry, promotional skill gallery, and reversible cover art. So, you know me and my love of obscure slashers, so definitely had to pick this one up, especially because this one was stuck on VHS for the longest time. All of these ones I did pick up are going to be blind buys for me. So, very interested in all of them and kind of seeing what they bring. The next one is The Caller, starring Malcolm McDowell. And this one is from 1987. And it says, on a cold winter night, a woman living alone in the middle of the woods receives an unexpected visitor, a mysterious middle-aged man who asks to use her phone. Obliging the stranger, it soon becomes apparent that they might know more about each other than they're letting on. As hours and then days pass, the two become engaged in a series of bizarre and sinister mind games, uncovering unnerving secrets along the way. All the while, the ongoing confrontation begs the question of what mysterious events are transpiring in the nearby woods. So again, it does star Malcolm McDowell along with Madeline Smith. And then, so this one did have a DVD release for this, but it was long out of print and stuff. So very cool to see this MGM title back. And additional information, it's newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35 millimeter interpositive. Boiling Over, interview with director Arthur Allen Seidman. An audio interview with writer Michael Sloan, promotional skill gallery, and then again in reversible cover art. So that is the collar. I've heard actually pretty good reviews on this one, so it'll be interesting to see kind of how it goes. Then these were the 3 that I got in the pre-order for, I believe it was their, I want to say their October one. And so the first is, we'll do Whodunit, another 80s slasher, also known, I believe, as Island of Blood. Yep, Island of Blood, or Scared Alive. And it says here, in a large house on an otherwise uninhabited Pacific island, a group of hopeful young actors have assembled to prepare for their roles in what they've been told will be a very unique, family-oriented film. But on their first night, one of them is horribly boiled alive and dies. Although initially assumed to be an accident, as other mangled and mutilated bodies begin to appear, it becomes apparent that a madman is lurking among them and seems to be concocting all the diabolical deaths in accordance with the macabre lyrics to an obscure song. So this actually is a interpretation of Agatha Christie's classic novel, And Then There Were None, which I recently got. Whodunit takes firm psychotronic hold of its respectable literary source material, transforming it into an over-the-top gore fest, complete with a jaw-dropping, out-of-left-field final twist. A victim of decades' worth of terrible-looking and extremely dark VHS releases, Vinegar Syndrome is overjoyed to revive this never-on-disc early 80s slasher and present it from a fresh 4K restoration of its 35mm camera negative. So like I said, there's that. And then also some other ones are Blood and Sweaters, an interview with actor Terrence Goodman. Dying for the Opportunity, an interview with actor Jim Piper. Containing the Excitement, an interview with actress Marie Elise Recanster. Cutting a Long Story Short, interview with editor Hari Wright. There is a commentary track from the Hysteria Continues podcast. Original theatrical trailer, reversible cover art, and then there is English subtitles as well on this one. So that is Whodunit, or Island of Blood. And then this one is from 82, so right in the peak of a slasher film. So it's great, like I've said before, with Vinegar Syndrome, that they keep putting out these kind of obscure, especially 80s, because that's kind of like where I like my bread and butter of 80s horrors, but these obscure stuff that wouldn't have gotten discs. I mean, I have a few more in my VHS collection, like Curse of the Black Widow. There's like Hellgate. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's still just on Ghost Riders, that's just on VHS. So they're doing a great job putting that kind of stuff out. The next one is, of course, another 80s slasher, and that is Rest in Pieces. And I think this was the one that was always on like the VHS cover, but there's Rest in Pieces. And then it says, Helen Hewitt has inherited her recently deceased Aunt Catherine's humongous country villa. After arriving at their new home, she and her husband Bob immediately feel a sense of unease and hostility from the estate staff and tenants, all whom do their best to make the young couple feel unwelcome. As strange and increasingly sinister events begin to take place around her, Helen becomes determined to uncover the truth and the goings-on, and slowly begins to unearth the horrifying and unspeakable evil that's occurring at the mysterious mansion. So this was Jose Ramon Lazar's, the Spanish horror and exploitation director, that was made for the American market. So it has a little bit of Euro horror with like the trashiness of late 80s direct-to-video. It did win a Goya Award in 1987 for the effects in this. So with this has it is newly scanned and restored in 4K from its original 35mm negative. It includes 2 soundtracks on this one: the original dub language and the Spanish dubbed. Piece by piece interview with actor Scott Thompson Baker. Audio commentaries from film historians and authors Sam Deegan and Kat Ellinger. Reversible cover art, and then again the English subtitles in here. So really cool. This one's kind of a cool release because you do have the commentaries with Sam Deegan and Kat Ellinger. So very cool on that. So that is Rest in Pieces. Oh, and this one is from 87 as well. And then the last one, the one I was actually kind of really excited about, and I'm going to be looking to get Grave Robbers during the sale, is Cemetery of Terror. And this is a Mexican one? Yes. A Mexican horror film. But just I wanted to show you guys. Look at this cover art. And actually, I don't know if you can kind of see, but there's like little faces and they have like little, like the eyes kind of like reflect off and stuff. But anyway, this is just awesome cover art. The one for Grave Robbers 2 is really cool. Like, this is something that'd be a sweet poster to hang up. But anyway, so this is Cemetery of Terror, or Cementerio del Terror. And it's Halloween night, and a group of bored teenagers decide to pull a ghastly prank as a means of getting lucky. Stealing a corpse from a local morgue and taking it to a nearby cemetery, where they perform a satanic ritual in an attempt to bring it back to life. Okay, that first sentence is just crazy, because you're like, that's like typical like horror. Let's just do something stupid and see what happens. Unfortunately, they happen to choose a body of a savage serial killer who has just been shot dead by police, ending a recent spat of satanically influenced murders. Unwillingly reviving the bloodthirsty sadist to the realm of the undead, the group of fun-seeking youngsters risk becoming dinner for the devil, worshipping zombie, with only a cult expert, Dr. Karen, and that is played by legendary Mexican character actor Hugo Stiglitz, is able to try and put an end to the madness. So this was the directorial debut of Ruben Galindo Jr., who did Grave Robbers, and he also did Don't Panic. And Don't Panic is one of the ones that possibly could be coming out this evening as one of the titles. It's been hinted at, and through online boards and stuff like that, people said that might be one of the ones like that, and Silent Madness, which was in 3D. So those are the two that possibly could be. Whether or not that's true or not is kind of just like people piecing together stuff. So it's usually the wildest zombie movie ever to emerge from Mexico. So it's like they take, like, you know, what you think from a Fulci movie and their kind of twist on it. So on this one, it has newly scanned and restored in 4K from 35mm negative elements. A commentary track with director Ruben Galindo Jr. That's kind of really cool. Another commentary track with the Hysteria Continues podcast. Digging Your Own Grave, interview with director Ruben Galindo Jr. South of the Border Horror, a video conference with Rene Cardone III. Reversible cover art and newly translated English subtitles. So this was the one I was really looking forward to. Just like I said, too, I'm really looking forward to getting Grave Robbers. But this is a really kind of cool release. You have the director kind of looking back on his movies and such. So, but that is the 5 that I recently picked up. Looking forward to the sale. I already pre-ordered Beastmaster, and that's going to come in a really cool box. Really looking forward to the Faded to Black release. Had a little brain fart there. Yes, the Faded Black release. It's coming with 2 covers. I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to get. I actually might get both. The one is just like the original like poster cover art. And then the other one is a really cool one that has like all kind of the different characters that the main killer played in that movie on the cover. And then looking to see kind of what some of the slip covers are going to be. Anything I have up there. One of them might be Nightmare Sisters. They've been hinting at as well. Really hope they put like a Graduation Day one or Don't Go in the Woods one. That'd be kind of cool as well. So comment below, what are you guys looking for the sale? Are any of you guys going to get any of the past stuff? I know definitely Amityville set, if it's still available, definitely get that one. That's my recommendation. Hell Comes to Frogtown, definitely get. Bloody New Year's a great one. The Forgotten Jolly, the first set. Another one that's kind of a good one that I feel like people don't talk about is Lust in the Dust. This is a Paul Bartel film that has Divine and stuff. So if you like kind of that black comedy that Paul Bartel does, like Eating Raoul and stuff, and then you're kind of a big, it also has Tab Hunter in it too, but if you're a big John Waters fan and like Divine and stuff, this is another release to get. It's a really awesome release. But yeah, so comment below, what are you guys getting? Are you gonna sit this one out? I know it's kind of hard when you have the Criterion sale and this sale as well. But what are you looking to get? What are you excited for? Is there other titles that you think are underrated? Comment below and let everybody know. But I hope everyone has a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Whatever you're doing, whether you're seeing some family, if you're staying at home, just I hope everybody has a great day. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more movie videos. And then also follow me on Instagram at The Cinema Dude as well. So again, everybody, have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week. And remember, be kind and rewind.